Last year, for the first time, the world's average temperature was 1.5 degrees centigrade above pre-industrial levels. This is the threshold that the UN has set beyond which irreversible climate change will follow. The goal is to reduce emissions enough that the 1.5 degree centigrade limit isn't breached by 2050, but it looks like we're reaching it now. Every extreme weather event is blamed on climate change. It's impossible to know. From Naples in southwest Florida, where we spend most of the winter, had 2 hurricanes in October, and 2 years ago took almost a direct hit. Storm surges seem to be getting more common. But on the Atlantic coast of Florida, they didn't have any hurricanes. The insurance industry is certainly pricing for more storm damage in coastal areas. It's likely we're seeing some impact, although mitigation is much cheaper than the current approach of subsidizing weather-dependent solar and wind. The LA wildfires are blamed on global warming too, but it's hard to believe that a degree or so of warming could be so devastating. California gets wildfires every year, but somehow they just don't look prepared for what happened. It's very sad to see. What's clear is that the policy prescriptions of climate extremists are not having an impact. CO2 levels are rising because emerging economies, led by China, are using more coal. Renewables just aren't growing that much. Don't be fooled by all the optimistic press coverage. This is currently my favorite chart. US output of natural gas has grown 8 times as fast as renewables on an energy equivalent basis. That's true over the past 5 years, 10 years, and for the whole of this century. We're exporting more, but we're using more as well. By displacing coal, we've reduced CO2 emissions by over 15% in the past 15 years. The natural gas energy transition is the only real transition going on. The question for policymakers, as they consider hugely expensive renewable subsidies that are failing to lower emissions, is whether they should learn from mistakes and shift gears. CO2 levels won't be determined by whether California bans conventional cars or whether Britain gets all its power from wind. CO2 levels will be decided in developing countries. The solution is to send them as much natural gas as possible as long as they agree to swap it for coal-burning power plants. In this way, they can copy America's success. The Sierra Club and their dystopian friends should embrace natural gas as better than coal with only half the emissions. They should line up behind nuclear power and push for the government to make it cheaper and quicker to build new plants. These are plausible solutions. Blanketing the world with solar panels and windmills is not having an impact. Incoming President Trump is a big fan of exporting US LNG. Democrats will recoil at this thought, but as a result, Trump may do more to fight climate change than any predecessor. By investing in natural gas infrastructure, we are poised to be part of the solution. You can be too. If you're interested in learning more about the energy sector and interest rates, then don't forget to subscribe and follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter. Our handles are in the description box below. To find out more about what we're thinking, you can sign up for our twice-weekly blog at sl-advisors.com. We always love to hear from you, so if you have any comments or blog ideas, please leave them down below. I'm Simon Lack. Thank you for watching this video.